Well, obviously, the scale of the attack and the nature of attack was meant to be more of a warning of Iran's capabilities than an actual attempt at escalating the situation into an all-out war. As we all heard, there was some deconfliction, some messages passed back and forth behind the scenes in the lead up to the attack between Iran and the US through Arab intermediaries in the region, basically reiterating that the US did not want to see an all-out war in the region, and neither did Iran. However, Iran had to retaliate basically for the attack against its consulate in Syria. Otherwise, it would completely lose face, not just in front of its adversaries like Israel, but also in front of its own proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, who have been conducting their own attacks against Israel in recent months in retaliation or in response to its attacks and its operations in Gaza. So I can say that the message that Iran wanted to send was just that, a message. The real issue is that basically for the past 5 months now, in large part, mostly because of the war in Gaza, there have been escalations on the part of many different actors in the Middle East. And so the most important thing to do right now is to de-escalate tensions and try not to make things go even further than they already have. This is just the latest in a series of back and forth, tit for tat responses and counter responses by actors in the region. I mean, it's important to note here that this Iranian attack against Israel was in direct retaliation to Israel assassinating an Iranian commander and attacking an Iranian consulate in Syria. Iranian proxies have been attacking both Israeli and US interests and personnel in the region in response to Israeli operations in Gaza, which of course were a result and a counterattack to October 7th. So, we're seeing a lot of these moves and counter moves in the region. Of course, the dangerous part here is not just these planned moves, but the risk of a miscalculation that could set the whole region on fire, which is why it's so incredibly important now to turn down the temperature, step back a bit, take stock of the situation, and most importantly, figure out a political pathway forward to end the conflict in Gaza, to address Iranian activities in the region, and to address Israel's role in the region as well. The political pathway here is the key.